Hi students, I am Tanveer Malik. Today we will solve paper 22 of 625 IGCSE Physics, May-June 2023. So first question is, forces of 3 Newton and 4 Newton act at right angle to each other. What is the resultant of this force? When this situation is given, when different forces are acting at different angles and you are asked to find the resultant of these forces, then you have to use law of parallelogram of forces. You have to make parallelogram of these forces and you will find the resultant of these forces. These are the 3 Newton and 4 Newton. Now you will make parallelogram of these two forces and diagonal that gives the resultant of these forces. This diagonal is called resultant. Now if you see this diagonal, so this is the resultant, this line, this is the resultant, this will also 3 Newton, this is 3 Newton force. So since they are making an angle of 90 degree, so it is right angled triangle. So OY square in right angle triangle, you know that this is hypotenuse, this is perpendicular, and this is base. Hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So this is 3 Newton, 3 square, plus this is 4 Newton, 4 square. So it will become 9 plus 16, 25 OY square. But you have to find value of resultant force, which is OY. So we will take square root on both sides. Square root. So OY is 5 Newton. Now look at the option. First is 1 Newton, that is wrong. Second is 7 Newton, that is wrong. This is 5 Newton, this is also 5 Newton. So you have to choose B or C option. When you look at the B, 5 Newton along XZ, this is your XZ, this one. There is no direction of force, this is not a resultant. Since these two sides are taken, so resultant will be OY. So XZ is not a resultant, direction of resultant. Magnitude is same, 5 Newton, this is also 5 Newton. But direction of resultant is OY. So OY, your correct option will be C. So in this type of question, you have to complete the parallelogram and you will use law of parallelogram of forces. Second question. A light ball is held at rest at the top of the cliff. It is released, falls through the air, eventually reaching at its initial velocity. Which row describes the behavior of the ball it descends? When a ball is dropped, first ball is at height, it is in state of rest. Now this ball is dropped. When this ball is dropped, it will move under the action of gravity. First, this ball will move under the action of gravity. So it will move acceleration due to gravity. When speed of the ball increases, then air resistance also start increasing and direction of air resistance will be opposite. Till a certain situation, till a certain point is reached when air resistance and weight of the ball become equal. So at this point, when they become equal, that is called terminal velocity. Ball is reaching at terminal velocity. So no ball is reached at terminal velocity. When ball reach at terminal velocity, at that point air resistance and gravity, these become equal and ball will move with uniform velocity. At this point acceleration due to gravity will be 0. So first ball will move with the acceleration of due to gravity under the action of gravity, that is 10 meter per second or 9.8 meter per second square. But when the ball reach at terminal velocity, then its acceleration due to gravity will be 0, since ball is now moving with uniform speed. Now look at the table. Initial acceleration of the ball 0. No. Initial acceleration of the ball is 9.8 or g. So first is wrong. Second, initial acceleration is 0. This is also wrong. Now look at C and D. Initial acceleration is g and final acceleration is 0. This is correct. Initial acceleration is g, final is also g. No, this is wrong. Now question number 3. Graph represents the motion of a car. How far has the car moved between 0 and 5 seconds? You have to find the distance traveled by the car. Remember this, whenever graph is drawn between speed and time. Speed time graph, area under speed time graph gives distance covered. So for finding the distance, how far, that means how much distance is covered by the car. For finding the distance, you just find the area under speed time graph. When you look at the graph, this graph is triangle and this is right angle triangle. So you can write area of triangle, and this is right angle triangle. So right angle triangle area 1 will be 1 by 2 base into height, and area of triangle, area under speed time graph, this gives the distance traveled. Area under speed time graph gives distance traveled. So area of triangle will be equal to distance equal to 1 by 2, base is 5, this is the base, this one, this is the base, and this is the height. Height is also 5. Area under, sorry, height is 10. Height is 10. So this will become 50 divided by 2, that is 25 meter. So first option is 2 meter, second is 10, third is 25. So this option will be correct. Next question. Which statement about mass or weight is not correct? Remember this, is not correct. Mass can be measured by using balance. That is correct. Mass can be measured. Mass is a force. That is wrong. Mass is not a force. Weight is a force. Weight can be measured comparing with balance. Okay. Weight is a force. That's correct. So your correct option is B. So remember this. You have to choose that option which is not correct. Not correct option. So only one option is not correct, which is mass is a force. Mass is not a force. Question number 5. P made of steel, okay, has a weight of 10 Newton on the earth. Sphere Q, also made of steel, it has weight of 10 on Mars. These are two different planets. Gravitational field strength, that is G, is greater on earth, is greater than value of G, gravitational field strength on Mars. So value of G on earth is greater. G is greater, and on Mars G is less. But weight of both spheres is same. We know that W equal to mg, mass and value of G. When value of G is greater, so weight must be greater. When value of G is less, then weight must be less. But here situation is weight is same. How weight can be same? Weight can only be same if mass is less. When mass is less, then weight will be same. Since value of G is greater, value of G is greater, then if both spheres have same mass, then their weight will be different, since value of G on Earth is greater and on Mars is less. So weight must be greater at Earth and must be less at Mars. But situation is weight is 10 Newton on Earth as well as on Mars. It means that when weight is same, then sphere which is placed on Earth, its mass will be less, and the sphere which is placed on Mars, its mass will be greater, so that your weight will be same. So mass of sphere is same. No, if mass is same, then weight on Earth must be greater and weight on Mars must be less. Second is mass of sphere P is less than mass of sphere Q. P is placed on Earth, gravitational field strength. Sphere P made up of steel has a weight on Earth. P is placed on Earth. So mass of sphere is less than mass of sphere on Q, which is placed on Mars. Okay. On Mars, the weight of sphere is same. No. On Earth, weight of sphere Q is less than 10 Newton. No. Weight is same. It is given in the question. Weight on Earth and on Mars is same. So only possibility is that sphere which is placed on Earth, its mass is less, due to which weight is 10 Newton. And the sphere which is placed on Mars, its mass is greater, due to which weight is 10 Newton. Question number 6. Which two quantities must be known to determine density of material? Density is mass per unit volume. That is very simple. Mass per unit volume. So we need only two quantities, which is one mass and second is volume. Mass and volume. So B option is correct. Mass and area, that is wrong. Weight and area, that is also wrong. Weight and volume, that is also wrong. So if you have any confusion, you can contact me. My number is given, +92 321 5074 399. Question number 7. Truck is towing a car along a straight horizontal road at constant speed. Truck and car, these are connected with a rope. The rope breaks. Okay, rope is break. Which rope gives the direction of initial acceleration of the truck after rope breaks? Rope is break, and reason of the acceleration. So mass of truck is more, you know that, and mass of car is less. So when rope is break, truck will continue its motion in this direction due to its greater mass. This is due to inertia. So direction of acceleration of truck is towards this is the right. So your left option, this is wrong, this is wrong. Now you have to choose from these two options. Truck will continue its motion in this direction. Direction of acceleration of truck is towards the right. This has been decided. Second thing, reason. Driving force is greater than the resistive force on the truck, or driving force is smaller. Resistive force, that is acting in opposite direction. That is the force of friction, which tries to stop the truck. But truck will continue its motion towards the right. That means its resistive force is greater. Its resistive force is less and driving force is greater. So this option will be correct. Since truck is moving and resistive force tries to stop the truck. So resistive force is less and driving force is more, due to which truck is moving. If resistive force is more and driving force is less, then truck will stop. Next question. Uniform beam is pivoted at center of two identical masses x and y are placed so that the beam balance. The smaller mass is then added on the position. First, this beam is balanced. Balanced means clockwise torque, clockwise moment of force. Moment of force is also called torque. Sometimes I use torque, sometimes I will use moment of force. So initially this is balanced when weight x and y are placed at pivoted. Now you place a small mass at this position. The smaller mass is added at the position shown. How can the masses be positioned so that beam balance again? Now you have to change the positions. So beam will be balanced only when its clockwise moment of force must be equal to anti-clockwise moment of force. When you place, and moment of force depends upon two factors. Number one, force. Number two, perpendicular distance between pivot and the object D. This distance F into D. So moment of force depend upon two factors. Moment of force equal to F into D. So when you increase the force, force means now here force is weight. Weight is acting in downward direction. And this is D. First it was balanced. Now you have placed a small mass at this position. So it will move in this direction. There are two possibilities. Either you can move Y to this direction. If you move Y towards the right, then distance will increase. When distance will increase, then its moment of force will increase, then its clockwise torque will increase, and it will be balanced. Or you can decrease this distance of x from the pivot. You will decrease. If you decrease, that means you will move x towards the pivot. Then moment of force torque will decreases. Anti-clockwise torque will be decreased, and this beam will again balanced. Now options which are given: move x away from the pivot. If you move x away, you are increasing the distance. You are increasing more anti-clockwise. So this is wrong. Move x towards the pivot. This is correct. When you move x towards the pivot, then this distance will decrease and its anti-clockwise torque will decrease, which was increased due to this mass. So this is correct. Move y towards the pivot. If it is given move y away from the pivot, then that was correct. But here it is given move y towards the pivot. That is wrong. Move smaller mass away from the pivot. If you increase, move away from the pivot, then you are increasing the distance. You are increasing the moment of force. So this is also wrong. So your option B is correct. Question number 10. Resultant force of 2 Newton acts on object of mass 3 kg for 6 seconds. What is the change in velocity of the object? Resultant force 20 Newton, 2 Newton, acting on object 3 kg for 6 seconds. Change in velocity. You know that rate of change of momentum, this is the change in momentum. Whenever you divided t, it is called rate of. That means change in momentum in 1 second in unit time equal to applied force. When you apply a force on a body, then its momentum will change. And rate of change of momentum equal to applied force. You can cross multiply it. Delta P equal to F into T. F into T is called impulse. In some questions, it is given change in momentum is this. Find the impulse of force. So force, product of force and time is called impulse. But here, you know that momentum equal to mass into velocity. Mass into delta V equal to F into T. In the question, mass is given 3 kg. You have to find the velocity. So delta V will become F into T divided by M. Just put the values. F is 2 Newton. Time is 6 seconds, and mass is resultant force F is 2 Newton. Acts on mass of 3 kilogram. Mass is also 3 kilogram is given. So it will become 12 divided by 3. So velocity will be 4. So 4.0, this is the correct option. Question number 10. Diagram shows the energy stored for a mobile or cell phone, and how energy is transferred between the stores. First, chemical energy. Then we know you have to choose the correct option. It is converted in internal energy, kinetic energy, heating energy, and sound energy. That is the final output. Describe how the chemical energy is transferred. Electrical work done, mechanical work done, electromagnetic wave. No, chemical energy does not change directly to electromagnetic wave. Wrong. Sound wave, that is the last output. That is also wrong. Mechanical work done. No, chemical energy does not change in the mechanical work done. But at the end, kinetic energy, that is converted in mechanical energy. Sometimes mobile is vibrating. But this is the next stage. First, electrical work done. This is correct. Then this electrical work done will be converted into internal kinetic energy, heating energy, sound energy, mechanical energy. This will be later stages. So first stage is mechanical work done. Question number 10. Question number 10 is completed. So you have to revise all these questions. If you feel any confusion, any problem, you can contact me at this number. This is my WhatsApp number, +92 321 5074 399. So question number 11. A wind turbine is 30% efficient and has output of 2.5 megawatt of electrical power. So efficiency is given. Output is 2.5 megawatt. What is the input? You know that efficiency equal to, that is simple, output over input multiplied by 100. But here percentage efficiency you can write. Efficiency is given, that is 30%. Just you will write 30 divided by 100. Output is 2.5 megawatt. You have to convert 10 raised power, but answer is also in megawatt, so no need to convert. Input you have to find by cross multiplying. Input multiplied by 30 equal to 2.5 multiplied by 100. So your input will be 2.5 multiplied by 100 divided by 30. So your input, when you calculate it, it will become 8.3. That is your input. Megawatt. Since we have not converted megawatt into watt, so your answer will be megawatt. So this is your input. Question number 12. Which two physical quantities must be used to calculate power? You know that power equal to work done divided by time. So this is very simple. You have to find work and time. So in the question you are given force exerted and vertical height of the steps, that is wrong. Force exerted on the same time, only wrong. Work done and vertical height, wrong. Work done and the time taken only, that is correct. So D option is correct. That was very simple. Question number 13. Question 13 is density of seawater is 1030 kilogram per cubic meter. Gravitational field strength of Earth is 9.8. Atmospheric pressure is 101,000 Pascal. At which depth the seawater is the total pressure due to atmospheric and water equal to 513,000 Pascal. So you must know liquid pressure. Liquid pressure equal to rho gh. It depends upon three factors: density, value of G, and height. Second thing which is given, value of G. Atmospheric pressure. We are living under the sea of air. Air is exerting pressure on everywhere, on every object. That is called atmospheric pressure, and it is given. And total pressure which is exerting at the depth, that is 513,000. You have to find the depth, that's mean H. You have to find. So your formula will become, first of all I will clear something so that I will get space. Rho G, this will be used since this is the liquid pressure, so that this space is enough. I think it will be completed in this space. So situation is, this is surface and this is the depth at which total pressure at this depth is 513,000, and this is the surface of water. This is the water surface, and water surface depth is H. You have to find. At the surface, atmospheric pressure is 101,000, and liquid pressure formula is P equal to rho GH. So total pressure which is acting at the depth, that is PT, P total. Now this is the total pressure which is acting on the object which is placed at the depth. Suppose a stone is placed in the depth of the sea. Total pressure which is acting on the stone is this, and this is the combination of two pressures. One is atmospheric and second is liquid. So total pressure PT, this is equal to atmospheric pressure PA. A mean atmospheric. You can write in wording total pressure equal to atmospheric pressure plus this. Anyhow, you have to choose this. So total pressure equal to atmospheric pressure and liquid pressure rho GH. So total pressure is given 513,000. PA, atmospheric pressure is 101,000 plus density of water is given in the question 30. Value of G is 9.8, and height you have to find, which is the depth. First of all, we will move 101 on the left side, so it becomes negative. 513,000 minus 101,000 equal to 1039.8 into H. So when you subtract this, this will become 412,000, and when you multiply 1030 to 9.8, it will become 10094 H. Basically, before teaching you, I have taken a class and I solved this problem. So all these values are written on the page. When you subtract this and when you multiply this, you are astonished how sir no, where he is not using a calculator. He just write this and this and write the answer. He does not multiply, but he gets the answer. How? Reason is this: about 30 minutes ago I take a class, so I have to solve this. So all this calculation is written on the page. Now I am taking the second class. Anyhow, if you feel any confusion, you can send me, you can contact me on WhatsApp, no issue. You can contact me on WhatsApp, you can contact me on Facebook, that's not an issue. Since your paper are very close, so you are allowed to use WhatsApp. I will answer you. If you feel any confusion, no issue. So when you divide this, h equal to 412,000 divided by 10094, so your answer will be 40.8 meter. This is the depth. This is the hard question. Anyhow, if you feel any difficulty, you can contact me at my WhatsApp number, and this is my WhatsApp number, +92 321 5074 399. Any Cambridge, GCSE, IGCSE, AS, A level, no issue. I have 20-year experience. Next question. Question number 14. 4 students describe the phrase absolute zero. What do you mean by absolute zero? Absolute zero is the lowest possible temperature. Particle in solid start vibrating, no. Particle don't have any weight, no. Particle have less gravitational potential energy, no. 4 students are asked to state and explain the relative magnitude of thermal expansion of solid and gases. Which student is correct? Gases expand more than solid because the molecules in gas are in random motion. No. Molecules are tightly close joined. For example, H2O, its particle cannot move. Gases expand more than solid because the attractive force between molecules are much weaker in gases. That is correct. Solid expand more than gases. No. Solid expand very less. Solid expand more than gases because the molecule in solid is irregular pattern. No. So only second is correct. Question number 16. 4 cups ABCD contain hot coffee. Which cup keeps the coffee warm for longest time? So covered with lid. Okay. Covered with lid. No lid, it will be crossed. Now you have to decide which one. Both cups are covered with lid. It will keep the hot coffee for a long time. So black color absorb and radiate heat much faster as compared to white. So black is wrong. White, that is correct. White color will reflect all rays of light. So coffee will remain hot for a long time. Question number 17. Diagram shows a wave. This is a wave. Next, what is the amplitude and wavelength? Amplitude is the maximum displacement from normal position. So maximum displacement is 3 centimeter. So 3 centimeter is correct. Now there are two options. About wavelength. Wavelength is the distance from conjective crust or conjective trough. So this is the crust, the point which are at highest point. This is the point. This is at the highest from the normal position. So it is crust. So crust, this is wavelength. Wavelength is 8. This is correct. Wavelength is 4. That is wrong. This is the distance only between two lowest points. So wavelength is the distance between two conjective crust or between two conjective trough. So only option B is correct. Question number 18. Optical fiber is used to transmit digital signals using infrared. Average refractive index is 1.50. Which row describes the digital signal and gives the speed of infrared radiation in fibers. So digital signal has only two values, on, 0 and 1. Digital signal form, this is the digital signal. This is 1, 1, 1. These are 0. Digital signal will travel in this form, and analog signal is in this form. So a signal that consists of only two values, that is correct. Signal consists of only two values. Signal consists of continuous range, no. So you have to choose from A to B. Now speed. First of all, you have to find the speed. Formula for speed is n equal to refractive index equal to speed of light divided by speed in medium. Refractive index is given 1.5. Speed of light is 3 into 10 raised power 8. You have to remember. And this is V. So V will be 3 into 10 raised power 8 divided by 1.5. 3 divided by 1.5, that is equal to 2 into 10 raised power 8. So this option is correct. This is wrong. So this option becomes wrong. Question number 19. Which statement describes the monochromatic? Mono mean one. Mono mean one. Light of single frequency, that is correct. Light transmitted by transparent prism, no. Visible light, no. Since visible light consists of 7 colors, there is no one light. White light, it is composed of 7 colors. It is also composed of 7 colors. So only first option is correct. Question number 20. Beam of light consists of yellow, blue light. The beam of light is incident on a glass prism. Which diagram is correct? Before solving this question, you have to memorize pattern of color. Since white light is composed of 7 colors, and you have to memorize all these colors. Red, then orange, then yellow, then green, blue, indigo and violet. These are the 7 colors. So red is at the top. Here, no. Red not at the top. Next is orange, yellow, but here you are given only yellow and blue. Yellow and blue. You have to decide which color is okay. So this is the light which enters in a prism and it will follow this path. So first yellow, then blue. This is the pattern. Red, orange, yellow, green, then blue. Blue. This is blue first and yellow is below, so it is wrong. In this, yellow, then green, then blue. So this order is correct. So you have to memorize this order. 7 colors. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo and violet. Question number 21. A radio station broadcasts a signal with a frequency of 89 megahertz. What is the wavelength of this signal? This is the last question, since after 10 minutes I have to take next class. So remaining paper will be solved tomorrow. A radio station broadcasts a signal of frequency. Frequency is given. What is the wavelength of this signal? You remember V equal to F lambda. This is very simple. Frequency is given. You have to find wavelength. V equal to lambda equal to V over F. V is constant. That is 3 into 10 raised power 8. And frequency is in megahertz. That is 89 into 10 raised power 6. You have to just divide it and you can get its answer. That is 3.4 meter. since you can write 3 divided by 89 multiplied by 10 is power 8 minus 6, that is 3.4 meter only. So your options are 3.7 micro, no, micro not correct. B is 3.4 meter, that is wrong. This is also wrong. Next, I have 2 or 3 minutes, okay. A boy shoots and hear echo from the ball building 2.2 second. Remember this, there is difference between reflection and echo. In echo, when a wave strike with the wall, it bounces back, it covers double distance. This is one distance and this is second distance, and then you hear this sound again. When you hear sound separately, that is called echo. So in echo cases, we have to take double distance. That means formula of velocity is v is equal to d over t. But for echo, you will use 2d over t. Now everything is given in the question. 2.2 seconds later, speed of sound is given. How far you have to find the distance? 330, 2d, time is 2.2. So you will multiply 2d equal to 330 multiplied by 2.2, or d equal to 330 multiplied by 2.2 divided by 2. So you will multiply it and you can get the answer, that will be in meters. Just 330, that is, and multiplied by 2.2, this is 1.1, it will be divided by 2 and you will multiply it with 330. So remaining questions from question 23 we will start from tomorrow, and I will try to upload in YouTube so that you can easily check this paper. Okay, bye.